Hello, this is me back. I'm not going to start all over. I'm just going to upload the part. So this is part 2. That was part 1. I was interrupted and I don't know right how to cut and edit and all that right now. So I'm going to say part 2 unless somebody, show me how to do it. But it was getting good and I know you were into it. And so I'm going to stop, where I left off. He told when I left out where he got my son. He persuaded me to bring his son down to see him. And you got to know that was my husband and that was his son. And his only child on this earth. And I think he made a lie up and say he was going out of town and he just wanted to say goodbye, just let him come downstairs. And I did. Well, he got him and walked off with him. I didn't know where he was walking off to, so what he did was, as soon as he kind of started walking off, he called a telephone so that I wouldn't call 911. He called, like, I believe, with me standing right there. And I answered the phone, and he says, don't call the police. It wouldn't look pretty if you did. That's what happened. And he took him. Then when he got him in the car, he called me back. He said, I got a deal for you. All I want is to talk to you and tell you how sorry I am for treating you the way I treated you. And you know I'm not going to do anything to hurt our child. Are you? I'm done with it. He said, I was a terrible husband, and I know it. I don't want you to spend money for a divorce. That's what he said, because I remember I had said I was going to get a divorce. That's when he was in jail. He said, no, don't spend your money. He had other plans. So he said, no, don't spend your money for jail. I mean, for divorce. He said, because I'm leaving and I will pay for the divorce. I'm leaving. And so he was going to state Georgia to stay with his daddy. So he said, I had on pajamas. He said, throw on some clothes. He said, and we're going to come and get you. And let's just ride. Let's just ride. And let me talk. Do you know he persuaded me to get in that car with him? I did. Yes, I did. And when I got in the car with him, he asked me where was my daughter. He said, take him, he called my baby name, where she is. Let's ride there. Let me just see that she's all right. He had a plan. So I did, because I figured, I said, oh, good, if I take it over there, oh, I could be around my family. That's what I thought. I was being kidnapped. To make a long story short, I was getting ready to be kidnapped and I did not know it. I was still naive and I still thought that I could love him and pray with him and all. Yes, I was just that, well, I wouldn't say crazy. I just couldn't. I had never dealt with anybody like that. I never in my life ran into a nut, a real one, you know, that really had lost it. So I truly believe that I could go to my sister's house, see my daughter, and be free. And he would just be, we'll be like, this would go down all right. This happy ending. I went over there. And he told me to go upstairs. Now, I still had my baby in the car. He said, no. He said, leave him in there. Then some kind of switch in my mind. But I couldn't understand what. What could he have in his mind if he letting me free? But I ain't free because he got my child in the car with him. He just won't, he say, to me to go up and get my daughter. Let me just see her face and make sure that she's okay. I didn't see any harm in that. So I did. Well, here's the deal breaker. When I went upstairs, and I was so glad to see my sister, the one that was keeping my daughter, happened to be 9 years old. She was going to be 10 the next month. I was so happy to see my baby. You know, you call all your children your baby. Hey, mama. Oh, that was the best. But when she looked out there and saw that car, her whole demeanor changed right then. But so, he said, Judy hollered out of the window. And he said, do you want your baby? My sister was there. We were on like a balcony. My daughter was there. He got out of the car like a real movie. He stood up out, my baby, in tow. Do you want your baby? And I said, yes, I want my baby. He said, well, start walking to the car and I'll let him go once you get to the, right here. It was my life or my child's. That's what he was saying. Because I remember what he said, and matter of fact, he reminded me. Ladies, if you have anything in your mind or in your heart, when God built us, he built us with intuition. That's like when a saved person have discernment of spirit. It's the same thing, but some people use it and some don't. When you hear an inner spirit talking to you, you listen. I had no godly reason when I was safe in my house to believe a liar and an abuser and to release my child into this demon's hand. He made a bid for me. Come to me and I release your child. All else That's when it got down to the wire. It's going to be me or my children. And I said right then, well, Lord, so this is why I got saved. If you follow my stories, you'd see why I got saved. This was like a year or so before this incident, because I felt something that this was going to be my demise, him. So my mother was gone, my daddy. I didn't know how to seek or pray. I didn't. I didn't even have an example on. All I know, you don't leave your husband. You know, that's what I was taught, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm looking at my brothers abusing their wives. It was awful. I had no good example on relationship with ladies. All I know, the ladies, they took all kinds of stuff. So why did me? Why not me? That's what I thought. No, you're not supposed to take that abuse. Well, I did let him go. And I did go with him. Now, I'm going to shoot another video because it has gotten a little emotional and I don't think I can get through it. But I did get in the car with him. Now, as you see, I'm not dead. So there's more to the story, but I did get in the car, and just so happened we did leave after he did some things that I go into. But we wind up back to the house without my son and my daughter and just us. And I did not go to work, and the police were called again because the girl, the white lady, I was not there. She called police. Okay, so there you go. Now I will get back to you with it when I get my composure, because this is the time of the year. This story is something. So I did part one and I was disrupted. I don't know how to split tapes and all that stuff. So that was part one. This is part two. I hate to keep you hanging, but maybe you'll tell your friends to subscribe my video and like. And you know what? Something is laying heavy on me. I have so many people in my church and over, different countries and states that are Christian people and love me, they say. And my family is like over 600 and something members just in my family union group. And all I asked them to do was subscribe. Now, I'm quite sure a lot of old people, because I know people just getting iPhones and some don't do social media. I can understand that. But that's, you know what? But that's all right, too. That's all right, too. I won't even go into that because God is so good. He giveth and he taketh away, all right? Blessed be the name of the Lord. I won't go there. But I want to say that I was glad that I could tell you that much. And I am really going to pick up from where I was kidnapped and I went back to the house. That's going to be part 3, okay? And I don't know how many parts of this story, but you're going to have to follow it to find out the ending of it and subscribe to my video. So I'm going to say good night. This is Mind Space. In your place. Thank you so much for having me, and I love you all. And comment and share and hit the button so you can be alerted when I am going to upload a video. And I won't keep you hanging too long on part 3, okay? All right, it is. And I try to wrap this thing up because it is, I want to take my time and I don't want to leave nothing out. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah. You all have a good night. See you later. My space in your place. Good night.